Hello gang, hello friends, hello gang friends. Welcome back. Thanks for joining me today. I filmed this a week or so ago and I can't remember what happens. You'll have to bear with me because none of this is fresh in my mind. Oh, yes, right. So, very exciting things to show you today. I got sent this from Celina Ryden and Moonflare. Little free gift of some bling comes with it, and we do use some of that in the video today. They sent me, oh my word, you know I'm obsessed with all these amazing things that Celina Ryden and Moonflare have come out with. So we have expansion packs. Expansion packs for the nail cards. There's the crystal application one, which has all like shiny stuff on the front, which is I'm so excited about because if you know me, which most of you do, I can't think of crystal patterns. I just can't. So there's loads in here. I won't show you all of them because if you get them, I don't want to spoil it for you. But for example, they have this pattern in the middle and then complementary patterns either side, and then this side is different colors, like which way to put your colors in it. Does that make sense? Yeah, I think it does. I am so obsessed with this. I will just work my way through them every time I need to do crystal patterns and then just start from the beginning again because I can never think of any. So this is amazing. And then we have the boho vibes. So these are the original nail cards. Oh, she wrote me a note, so I kept it. Obsessed much. And then we had, so you have nail shape cards, loads of different color combos. Then you have these word cards with ideas for themes, and then a whole bunch of, what are these ones called? Element cards. Oh, and then you have either silver, gold, or where's the other one? It was there. They're there somewhere. To the left, to the left, to the left. There we go. Those are the accent colour cards. So that's the original nail cards. And then obviously these two that we have today are expansion packs. Oh, I realised this, which is so satisfying because it's just neat and organised as that they all have this. Oh, so these are the stamping polishes. The collab that Celina Ryden did with Clear Jelly Stamper for the nail card stamping plates. And they've all got that on the side and I just love it. Oh. So the crystal ones, and then we have the boho vibes, which is boho vibes. I know, shocker. Busy. So we have more element cards, more colour cards, more theme cards. So again, I won't show you them all because I don't want to spoil it for you if you're getting them. But that's what we're going to use today. But before we do that, I've got more stuff to show you. Just loads of stuff arrived. This is the Into the Nude collection from Madame Glam. Lovely little box with all stars and cosmic-y stuff on it. I am already using it for something else. And then it has these bottles in, different to the normal bottles. I really like them. Shame I've got my grubby fingerprints all over the shiny handles. But this one is Blush Rush. And they are 3 semi-sheer, sort of Frenchy colours. This is Magnifique. And the next one is called, I don't know why I started that sentence because I won't know until it's on screen. The Bliss, that's it. So I do swatch them on camera. I have worn Magnifique twice already. They're really, really nice because, you know, like some sheer pinks for French, I find a bit too sheer. Like I want it sheer, but not super sheer. This is still the first coat. I just didn't put enough on my brush the first time round. So I'll do one coat of them all and then I'll do a second coat off camera and show you. But yeah, I really like these. I'm quite happy to have these for Frenches or designs with sheery bits. Oh, look how lovely they are. I feel like I need to do a bridal design using them. They're very, very bridal. Don't know why I was wearing them. I'm not a bride. You do not have to be a bride to wear them. but they are quite bridal. And then this is the August collection from Madame Glam, so we'll have a quick look at those as well. I love the labels with the little flecks on, lovely. I had where was I going with that? Oh yes, so I had a whole bunch of stuff. I'm not complaining at all, but I had a whole bunch of stuff from companies that they'd sent me, and I was kind of quietly freaking out about how many videos I needed to make using these things that they've sent me. And then I thought, well, why not just do one and just try and use everything in it? Just use all the stuff in one video, which was harder than I had anticipated, because there were certain things I'd want to do a certain way, but you can't because you wanted to use those colours in that and but I just thought it'd be a good way, just show you everything, use it all in one video, and then I can just calm the fuck down. I was stressing out a bit. I was feeling a bit anxious because I was like, I've got so much to do. But there's nothing that says you can't put them all in one video, so here we are. 8 of blue, answers on a postcard as to if that's a reference to something. I don't know. Nothing I've heard of. Not sure. But these are really lovely colours. Oh, this is how we're going to swatch these. Look how quick this is. It's just so much easier to edit to do it that way. Lazy. So we'll just do one little swipe of them, and then I will do the second coat. I'll finish the first coat as well, and then do the second coat off camera, and we can have a look at them all together. Look at them. Those gold flecks are so gorgeous. Did I do one? I've done 2 coats, but I think I only do one in this set that we're going to do. So we're going to use some of those in today's design. I'm still not finished though. I've still got more stuff to show you. Don't forget you can get money off at Madame Glam. Oh, pens. These are exciting. You can get a whopping 30% off at Madame Glam using the link in the description and the code MISSJO30. So they've sent me these acrylic art pens. So they're acrylic paints in pen form. We're going to have a quick look at them. So giving them a shake. They have got a widget. I don't know if it's called, that's what it's called in a beer can. I don't know if that's what it's called in pens as well. And then you just need to press down a little bit and you see all the acrylic paint comes to the tip, the nib, and then you're good to go. So we have, going to just write hello on my finger, or hi. How brave was I feeling? Just hi. It felt really weird for me to use a pen to draw with as opposed to a brush, but I like it. It'll be easier, I think, to use on clients than on myself. So I'm just trying out the different colours. Wow. I love that orange. And then just drawing little, oh no, what are we writing now? Cool. So they just work, just like drawing on a nail. And it's acrylic paint, so it dries super quick. And then you just top coat over it. So I think you could probably do this, draw straight onto the tacky layer. And then it doesn't take long to dry at all, but it'll go matte when it's dry, so you'll know when it's dry. And it really doesn't take long. I decided to add some little sun rays to this smiley face. Turned out to be a spider. Wasn't the plan. So I'm just, so this black has dried. I tested it too early, which is why I smudged it. But you can paint straight over and it completely blocks out the colour underneath because they're so opaque. So you can just work in layers or do whatever you want. But I know they're kind of a thing at the moment, aren't they? Everyone using these pens. So Madame Glam do them as well, and they're pretty cool. I think at some point I do have doodles over all my nails for some of this video. So these are the colours they've sent me. They do have more colours. I'm not sure how many in total, but they do have more. Okay, are we ready for some more stuff I've been sent? From Crystal Parade, you can get 10% off Crystal Parade using, Preciosa mixed sizes pack of 100 autumn. Oh, just stop it with their bloody sparkliness. They're so sparkly. 10% off with the code MISSJO and the link in the description to this video. This says free 100 mix. Was that just some they put in a bag for me? Is that the name of a mix? Not sure. We'll try and find out. But they are so gorgeous. That's just autumny, Christmassy. I love it. The very makes me feel all warm. It makes me feel like a hot chocolate. Like drinking a hot chocolate. I don't identify as a hot chocolate. Precious and mixed sizes. This one's called Cozy Nights. And those sort of teardrop shaped ones are really nice navy blue. And then you've got some goldy, chocolatey goldy ones, some pink ones, some opal-y ones. All different sizes. So we're going to use those in the set we're doing today. All right, stop ogling. But yes, don't forget you can get money off there. I would so easily spend an absolute bloody fortune there, but I must try and resist. And then the next thing we have is, we'll do some nails in a minute, I promise. These are from Born Pretty Store. 3 nail art brushes in these lengths. I don't know why I said that. I don't know how long they are. I didn't measure them. Little, tiny, little, and littler. No. Little, littler, and tiny. And they have little tubes on. Always put the lids back on. And then this is the new. So they did have a metallic drawing gel. This Alchemist one was their silver, which we looked at in a video where I compared a bunch of chromes. And then they brought out a new one, super shiny silver. And they do look different in the pot, don't they? Oh, it's very runny. See how quickly it moves. So be careful you don't move it around too much and lose any. But it definitely looks shinier. So we're going to put that to the test today. And now we're going to start doing some nails. I already feel like I've talked too much. Sorry, I'm going to carry on. So from the first original nail cards box, we've picked the shape and the accent colour. So a ballerina and silver. And then these are from the Boho Vibes. I'm thinking some from there, some from there. That's what we're feeling. And then gemstones, metallics, chrome, flakes, abstract. I liked that. I'm picking these out. I didn't pick at random. You don't have to pick at random. And then I quite like the idea of some fringy bits from there and Azteciness. Oh, and I love these little, I'm going to call them fabric rainbows. And then these dangly, knitted, stringy stuff. Yep, that's what they're called. So I'm starting with this is called Cottontail from Madame Glam. I've done a coat of that, and then I'm doing one coat of this pale green from the August collection, which is called House of something. I'm only doing one coat, so I've done, am I doing all the nails like that? No, 3 or 2. 3, I think. No, two, just 2. And I did one coat of the speckly colour because I wanted to keep it bright. So I put the cream underneath and did one coat of the speckly one. And then here we're taking from that collection as well. This one is called Divine Self. And I kind of messed this bit up because I shouldn't have done the purple right up to the sides of this V because I want to ombre it from top to bottom. And my ombreing technique here is there is no technique. Some side swipes, then a bit of swirly, bit of scribbles, they blended quite well together, the colours. However, I do totally lose the ombre because I think I overblended and then I cover it with stuff anyway. So you don't have to do an ombre there, but just a different colour for a V. And then we're doing Cottontail. I'm really sorry. My God, stop talking. And then we're doing Cottontail over the rest of it. The reason I did it that way instead of doing Cottontail all over and then the V on top was just to try and keep the height of everything the same. So that the whole nail had 2 coats of stuff over it as opposed to 2 coats of this, then the ombre on top. Yeah? Okay. How is everybody? All right? Good. So we're curing that, and now we're doing 8 of blue. It must mean something, mustn't it? Let me know. Let me know. Oh, and then the easiest ombre. So I'm using, this is the same polish that I used over the cream, I think. Or is it a bit more bluey? It's one of the ones from the new collection. Chucked a bit on the end. Used an ombre brush. Dragged it up a bit. Easiest fade ever. The flecks really helped with it because it kind of, you know, they naturally faded out as we dragged it up with the ombre brush. Same again here. Plonk some on the bottom. Don't cure. Get the ombre brush and then just pull it up. Oh, have a little faff about. And then just pull it a bit up and then pull the bit that we pulled up. So pull up the bit you've pulled up. And then it just kind of faded out into a little, yeah, I like that. Okay, get that shit in the lamp. And now we are taking the white gel paint and the ultra liner, and we're going to outline our V and then give it another one next to it. We're just going to do lots of straight lines on this bit here, but don't worry if they're not perfectly straight. Mine weren't. They weren't perfectly even. Just, it doesn't matter with this design because it's boho vibes. It's a bit, you know, it's not regimented. So we're going to pop another V there, and then we're going to do lots more lines. Oh, another line has appeared, and now we're going to do lots of lines here, and then we're going to do lots of lines going the other direction. If it's gel polish I was painting with, I would cure these ones first before the next one, before doing this bit, because otherwise it would all sort of bleed and those tiny little gaps that we're creating would just close up, or the action of pulling these lines here would sort of smush the other lines. But gel paints, it's firmer and it stays in place better, so just did it all in one go. And then we're going to add some little lines through this big V, and I am copying the patterns on one of the element cards from the boho pack. Just trying to make them even on each side or level. And then we're going to do a curve either side of our straight lines, just like that. And then it kind of had like a sort of tassel-y vibe. Does it have? I was aiming for tassel-y vibe. I thought these tassel-y vibes would go well with the speckly polishes, just because it kind of all has like a fabric feel to it, you know, those bits of gold, they're like bits of lint on a jumper. And now we're adding one of the lighter greens from the August collection underneath here. I'm not really sure why. You can't really see it, so I decided to define it a bit more by having, oh no, I know why. So we're putting this here because we're going to put dots in it. So we're going to outline that as well in the white gel paint, just to make it a bit more apparent. But I wanted to put dots in here, and I thought the dots would get a bit lost if there was all the speckly shit in the background. Okay, so I've picked 2 Madame Glam colours. What are they though? I think one is Sundays, and this, oh, what was it called? I can't remember. So we're going to do the pinky dots first and then yellow dots in between, and it just kind of brightened everything up. I think it made it, I feel like it's little beads and stuff. I think this would make a nice handbag, what I had in my head. I like beady tassel-y things, like sort of hippie stuff. And then we're going to put some yellow dots in between our tassels, and then some pink ones in between each of the tassels. And then we're going to cure everything, because what are we doing next? I don't know. It was over a week ago. I've done lots of things since then. Oh yes! Oh, we're going to take the silver, this Newborn Pretty silver paint, and one of the brushes from that set. And oh, look at that. We're going to fill in one of the V's with the silver. These chrome paints are so nice to paint with. When it glides smooth, it feels like silver. It's a silver feeling, a chrome feeling. I don't know. They're just smooth, and they feel good to drag along the nail. You know, just it's a silky feeling. And we're going to put some dots off of our V. The Born Pretty, the code, there's 22% off you can get for Born Pretty. That's loads. So you can get 22% off. Have I already said this? With the link in the description and the code MISSJO20 from Born Pretty. I love Born Pretty because it's so cheap and there's just so much stuff. It's just never-ending stuffs, nail stuffs. And they're the best kind of stuffs. So get yourself 22% off on that. We added some dots in the pink and yellow, and then I topped it. Totally forgot that I was going to be adding crystals. So I'm using this Colourful July crystal adhesive, which has a little spout on the end. There's a link and a code for Colourful July in the description as well. The more different brands I show you, the more times you'll hear me say that, because I've got lots of codes for places, which is awesome. So we're using that, and we're putting on some of these crystals from the Crystal Parade crystals that we got, just dangling off the end. It's like the corner of a blanket or a poncho. I used to have a poncho. That reminds me of. It was like this knitted beige thing with tassels on, and I've got a picture of me somewhere wearing it with a burgundy baseball cap, some kind of Chelsea boots, a poncho, and some low-rise skinny flared ripped jeans. I was very trendy. Right, we've done some little arches in 8 of blue, and then we're going to use all the colours from the other nail that we just did to make lots of these little arches, not doing each one the same colours but different order. So we've got one in the middle. It's nice to put something front and centre, and then one coming off of each side. So I am curing between each colour, but I've just cut that out of the video. But I am curing between each one. And then here we'll do some little dashes on this one. Teeny tiny dashes. Doesn't matter if they're perfect or not. And then lots of dots. Doobie boop, 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 dots. Not all evenly spaced. Again, doesn't matter. It's not the vibe we're going for. We're going for boho vibes. And then here I decided, after I'd already started, that we'll do zigzags. So then I thought, well, let's do all these lines in one direction first. And then the other one. Again, they're not neat. They're not perfect. But that's perfect. It's fine. And then adding some more of the colours, and then we'll cure. I'm doing the same. Oh, crikey. I've talked too much. I haven't talked this much and I don't know how long. It's very weird when I suddenly talk a lot. My brain doesn't quite understand what's going on. I'm doing the same on another nail, but the ones that are coming off the nail are on opposite sides. And then I thought I'd add a bit of white to some of them just to brighten it up a bit, or separate darker colours, or separate colours that need a bit more distinction between them, which is none of where I've put the white on here, but that's what I normally do. And then some more silver. Look at that. Oh, look, it's like the brush isn't even in there, but it is. But it's not moving. But it's just, oh, I could have just sat there doing that for ages. That's worth the money alone. So we're going to add some dots on the end of one rainbow. Let's do a straight line at the end of that one. The bottom one, we didn't have it's not a rainbow. It's a what did I call it? A fabric rainbow, a fabric arch. We didn't have a bottom of that one, so I just used the silver and did one of the lines of it in silver, and then we'll top it. I think this would have looked really cool matte with then just the silver bits in shiny, but we went all shiny. Why not? Because the flecks, the sort of, the flecky bits show up better, shiny. And then we're going to take this crystal card. Not sure which order I do the colours, because I think I use more than 2 colours, so just went with whatever. But it shows you where to put the caviar beads as well, which I love. So you're going to use the same gem gel adhesive. I didn't have one the same shape as the big middle one, but I do have one, this big center one. Well, it kind of is the same shape. So this is from the pack that Celina sent, that middle one, and then the rest are from Crystal Parade. So I'm using a few colours to try and match the colours we have on the other nails, and then I speed this bit up because I'm kind of out of shot and it's annoying. But yeah, it tells you where to put the caviar beads, which normally I'll just sort of put them in between things. But then there's like 3, I think, in that little corner maybe. Is that this nail? Might be the next one. But I would never have come up with that crystal placement at all. I suck at crystal patterns. So this is just a lifesaver. I'm going to matte these because crystals on a matte surface is just delightful. It looks so nice. It looks like magic. How are they on there? They're just, oh, I love it. So that is, oh, look at, look how pretty that is. I wouldn't have thought of putting crystals like that. I wouldn't have even wanted to try and think about it because I just know I can't. That's how you learn. You just don't do it. So now we're going to use that. The 2 big teardrop ones I don't have, but I have got some. Oh, that's it. I'm pointing at it. Oh, will you shut? Thank you. In the bottom corner, I've laid it all out how I want it. So I'm swapping the shape of the 2 big ones, but that's fine because we can still use the rest of the pattern, even if we're using a different shape there. So now we'll plonk these into our gem gel. Yeah, those pink diamondy ones. They're kind of fuchsia. Love it. Love that colour. And then here, you see I've left a gap under the big middle blue one because there's caviar beads in there. Oh yeah, there's 3 in a little triangle somewhere. Here it is. I wouldn't have thought to put 3 there. And it looks amazing, and it gives it a kind of pointiness. Which I think on the card it maybe didn't have because it didn't have those diamonds. It had curved ones, but I like what it's done here. And then yes, in that gap there's some caviar bead. It's just so clever. It's so clever. And now I don't have to think of crystal patterns, or every time I do a crystal nail, like, right, let's go online, try and find some crystal patterns. I don't have to do that anymore. I just pick a card, any card. Crystal patterns don't have to be thematic. So that's me sorted for crystal patterns forever. I have no more excuses. I can't say that I'm rubbish at crystal patterns anymore because I have a whole bunch of them in my arsenal. So we'll top that with matte as well. And then we are done because one of them we did the same, but the other way around. Oh, okay. So here's what we've used. That crystal pattern, slightly different crystals. We made it work. Colours from those 2. Fringes, chrome details, flakes, gemstones, fabric, arch rainbows, and tassely staffs. And this is what we did. I hope you like it. I'm so sorry I haven't stopped talking, but there was just so much to tell you. I appreciate that you're here and you listen. I really do. I know I've been away for a week. I was having a bit of a crap time with anxiety, so I thought, no, I'm not doing anything. So I had some days off, which are very rare, and I enjoyed them very much, doing nothing. Come say hello in the comments. I do read all your comments and I appreciate them, and I appreciate you guys being here so much. And thank you to Celina and my other affiliates for all my lovely goodies. I hope you have a lovely day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.